steps to the plate for the White Sox. And that one upstairs, ball one.
I'm really impressed with this offense. They haven't been timid at the plate at all. They've been aggressive, and they're keeping the defense on its toes. 5 hits for them on the first pitch alone, so they're swinging and connecting right out of the gates.
The 1-1 is fouled off. Cuts and misses. It's a strikeout.
Thought it was a pretty good pitch. Top of the strike zone. We're seeing more fastballs in that location. Hitters, especially with 2 strikes, have to be ready to pull the trigger.
Here's the center fielder, Derek Hill. Puts a bunt down. Bowers. The flip. And save.
He's in there.
He busted it down the line for that infield single. So back to the top of the order. Sam Antonacci steps to the plate for the White Sox. 0 for 3 in this one. So now a pinch hitter, number 7. Runner on first with 1 down for him. Right back to the mound. Could be an easy 2. Here's Ortiz for 1. What a double play that was. Inning over. No runs, 1 hit, no errors, and no one left. Midway in inning number 7, and it's time to stretch. It's the White Sox 3 and the Brewers nothing. This is the World Series on the show. Welcome back. Taking a look at our game summary.
The designated hitter, Louis Renfroe.
That pitch in for a strike. 0-1.
Pitching has been pretty dominant in this one, but you got to be careful not working with 2. Big a lead, they could get right back in this ball game if you're not careful.
Missed with a changeup, and the count is 1-1. Next offering is fouled back. The 1-2.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
Goes down looking for the strikeout. That was pretty nasty.
Well, you could tell he wasn't expecting that ball to break back in on him. He may have been looking for something away, maybe something soft, but that slider on the inside corner absolutely froze it.
On the ground to third. Throw to first in time.
That play won't be trending on social media later on, but it's still important to execute it to perfection. This game is a lot harder. harder than it looks, partner.
Next for Milwaukee, Joey Ortiz.
Sold it really well with the arm speed. Swung underneath it, so a changeup that stayed a little bit more on plane than what he was anticipating.
This one in the air, right field. Fair ball. And that keeps the inning going.
Up next for the Brewers.
Up now for Milwaukee, Perkins. Pitch misses, and that is ball one.
Struggled a little bit in this one. Couple of strikeouts earlier, but doing a much better job in this at bat to get ahead and find a good hitter's count at 2-0.
Ortiz off the first with 2 away. And it's even up. Good eye in that spot.
3-2, 2 out, runner on first. A lot of movement in the infield. Hitters got to stay focused on the pitch.
Jefferson Caro waiting in the on-deck circle.
If they can get him up, he'd represent the tying run, so critical pitch right here.
Another throw over, and he's back again. And that's disengagement number 2. Payoff pitch. That to right. And it lands foul, so we reset and we'll do it again. Popped up. And the inning is over. Brewers strand one. They trail in this one 3-0. World Series Game 5. We go to the 8th. Taka Murakami steps to the plate for the White Sox. He swings and misses at the first pitch. 0-1.
And that's awfully close. I don't know how you take that. He's seeing the ball out of the pitcher's hand really well right now.
Battling here as he fouls it away. And a ball and 2 strikes. Got him. 1 away.
Just indecisive in that at bat. He couldn't commit to the slider. Tried to sit in between. Just not able to put the bat on the ball.
At the plate, Colson Montgomery. His 2-run homer back into third was an important swing of the bat in this one.
Yeah, there's no doubt he helped set the tone fairly early, and certainly part of the reason why they've got the lead right now.
In the air, left field. And a superb diving catch. What a play.
Really nice job of tracking that one down. I noticed some initial hesitation, ball off the bat. Didn't look like he got a great read, but he made up for it by closing on it quickly, laid out, and hauled it in.
Manager out of the dugout now, and it looks like we'll see a change on the mound. D.L. Hall departs. It's a 3-run game, and we'll be back to tell you about the new arm in a minute. Aaron Ashby comes on now. He's into the game with the bases empty. So here's the cleanup hitter, Kyle Teal, 1 for 3. To the right side. The underhand flip, nicely done for the out. Down in order go the White Sox. But they're on top by a count of 3-0. Back now, new pitcher on the mound as we roll into the bottom of the 8th, Ryan Hudson. Stepping in, Jefferson Caro. The Brewers in striking distance, but have some work to do.
Boog, it starts with the leadoff man.
Yep.
Need a good at-bat out of him right here. Well, it's critical right here that they bear down and turn in some quality at-bats. Try to chip away at that lead, because if it gets to the 9th, that closer's coming in.
Here's a 1-2. Goes down looking.
Well, we saw a solid effort out of their starter, and the bullpen is following suit. It's just a good day as a manager or as a pitching coach when you can hand the ball off to multiple arms and get stability from all of their performances.
Back to the top of the order now. Here's the center fielder, Sal Frelick. That one ripped, and it stays fair. Takes the turn. He's digging for second. The throw in, and he'll pull in there with a stand-up double.
Got a fastball, middle of the plate, jumped all over it. Absolutely smoked that ball. Now a huge at-bat in this game coming up.
So up next, Bryce Terang. Liner caught at second.
From up here, it looked like that liner might be splitting the gap in right center. That's one of those atom balls you just have to live with as a hitter.
Jackson Chourio digs in now. Close one, doesn't get the call. And it's 1-0. It just shaved the zone. Still 2 challenges left for them. Runner at second, 2 down. Here in the late stages of Game 5. Right through there for a strike.
Well, we call that keyhole. Even though it's right there and looks pretty good, if he doesn't love it, he's not going to swing that early in the count.
Got him. 3rd out. A double in the inning, but they leave him stranded. We're on to the 9th now in Game 5. White Sox on top, 3-0. You're watching the World Series on the show. Back here in Milwaukee, we go to the 9th. Chase Maedra steps to the plate for the White Sox.
That's a ball.
Lays down a bunt to the right side. Bowers steps on the bag, and the leadoff man retired here in the 9th. So up next for Chicago, Darren Baker. 0 for 3 with 2 groundouts and a strikeout. Squares to bunt, but that rolls foul. Gets the bunt down the right side.
Foul.
And a foul ball. The changeup missing. Ball 2. And that bunt goes foul. It's a strikeout.
White Sox. The right fielder, Tristan.
2 outs, base is empty. Now it's the right fielder, Tristan Peters. Check swing. He went. Strike 1. And that one hit 97 on the gun.
You tie a guy up like that, you're feeling like you are in command.
2 down, nobody on.
Ball 1.
Throwing the ball well, and they need this scoreless inning in relief right here. Been doing a good job keeping them in striking distance.
That's to third. Suarez slings it across, and that's the 3rd out. It's the White Sox 3 and the Brewers nothing. Back now, and on the mound, the closer, Grant Taylor.
I think closer has to be one of the toughest jobs in baseball, and we see a pretty high turnover rate because of it. Every outing seems to be high pressure, this one included. We'll see if he can wrap up the win and get himself a save.
Eugenio Suarez getting ready to hit.
Ball.
This one smoked on its way out of here. A solo shot. And they're on the scoreboard. It's 3-1. The towels are out, and this stadium is electric right now.
Well, he put a really nice swing on that one. Everything was on time, took a direct path to the ball, excellent extension, and just drove it out of here. Nothing better than when the ball jumps off your bat like that.
Luis Rengifo up now for the Brewers.
Always exciting to see a leadoff home run in an inning. Kind of gets the offense fired up, and you start to expect a big inning.
That one almost got him.
No, that's a ball. Too low.
2-1 now. That one fouled off. Struck him out without a swing. And that's the first out. Nice recovery after giving up the homer. Next for the Brewers, Jake Bowers. And that one hammered. Baker makes a move towards the gap. And it hops over the wall for an automatic double.
That was loud contact and a no-doubt double off the bat. I didn't know it was going to land in the bullpen, though, and he's really improving his accuracy out there. It's almost like he tried to do it.
Here's the shortstop at the plate, Joey Ortiz. Hard ground ball for a base knock. Here comes the runner. He'll score, makes an RBI single, and now they trail by 1.
Well, back within 1 as he brings home the run. Really nice job staying up the middle with his approach. He didn't try to do too much with the pitch, just shot it through the infield.
Blake Burke. skipper, and we're going to see a pitching change in this spot. They hand the ball over to a new arm, Davis Martin.
And I can't imagine any save is an easy one. You're holding a small lead on the scoreboard, and you know those hitters are going to give you the best at-bats they can. So it's always high stress. Let's see what he's got here to try and close it out.
Up the middle, and a base hit right there. And now two aboard. The winning run is on base. Not in time. The tying run stands at third with one out, and a fly ball could knock this one up. Next for Milwaukee, Jefferson Caro. Outfield is playing shallow. Corners are in, trying to cut down the runner at third.
Lots of anxious fans in the ballpark right now. You can feel it. The last thing he wants is to hit the ball on the ground, but I wouldn't expect me. Pitches up in the zone. They'll be pitching for a double play in this spot.
Ball, no.
Close, but called a ball. And that's ball two.
Home plate umpires trying to tighten things up a little bit.
And it's a called strike after the review. They'll keep both their challenges. The Brewers with the tying run at third, winning run at first. Here in Game 5 of the World Series. Brings it in. Runner tags for home. In to score from third. And they tie it late here in Game 5.
Productive at bat for sure right there. Nice sac fly. Ties up the ball game. And now they got to look for a way to go ahead.
Next to hit, Sal Freeland. 1 for 4 with a double. And there's no doubt that they'll feed off the energy from this crowd, right?
I mean, yeah, I'd say the intensity level has gone up a few notches for sure.
Martin trying to send this extra innings. Tap foul to plate.
So now it's all about protect mode. Try to shorten up, try to track the ball, block it if you have to, as far as just a late swing that maybe you're not sure about, but some way, somehow climb back into this at bat through the count.
Runner takes off, gets a piece there. We'll do it again. The 1-2.
This guy's a fun guy to watch taking at bat. He just battles up there. He doesn't take a pitch off at all. Makes it so difficult on the pitchers out there. You can tell they get frustrated with how long it takes to put him away.
And a pop-up, right side, foul territory. And that is the third out of the inning. But a magical comeback is complete here in the last half of the ninth as they fight back to even it up. All tied up at 3 apiece. Welcome back, and here comes the closer, Trevor McGill. Here's the White Sox DH, Brooks Baldwin. That's a bullet, but it goes foul. That one is absolutely belted. Out of here. A solo shot. And the White Sox jump out in front. It's 4-3. These Brewers fans are dealing with heartbreak.
Just an excellent swing all the way around, and it had that sound coming off the bat that gets everyone's attention. Got a pitch to drive, short to the baseball, squared it up, and the backspin carried it out of here.
Now it's going to be Derek Hill. Puts a bunt down. Bowers. And safe at first, the bunt single. Stepping in, the White Sox leadoff man. He hit into a double play his first time up. That one found hard the other way. The kick and the pitch. Runner goes on the ground to third. Throw over to Bowers. No chance at the double play with the runner in motion.
Chicago, the first baseman, number 5, Munetaka.
So now with one away and a man at second, Munetaka Murakami steps to the plate for the White Sox. On the ground right side, and foul ball. Now the 0-1. Swung on, belted. Carrying well. Off the batter's eye, gone. It's their second home run of the inning, and they add on. It's 6-3. That's their third home run of the game.
They're having a lot of fun at the plate in this one. They've got the long ball working for them on autopilot. Most times it's the pitcher looking at the scoreboard for velocity, but in this case it's the hitter. He just turned around triple digits at the dish. I don't even know how he saw that pitch. Maybe he didn't, but he got a home run out of it.
And here comes the Brewers manager to the mound. Pitching change coming. Trevor McGill will depart. We'll be back in a minute with a new arm on the mound. Here comes the new arm for the Brewers, Jared Koenig.
And they felt it was time to bring on a left-handed reliever from the pen with the lefty hitter coming up. I think it's a good move. I know I never liked when opposing teams did that to me.
One down. So up now for Chicago, Colson Montgomery. He's already homered in this game. Hammered down the right side, but foul. And that's in for a strike. Already 3 runs across in the frame here in the late stages of Game 5. Swing and a pop-up. Foul territory for the catcher. 2 away down.
Up next for the White Sox, the catcher, number 8, Kyle Teal.
And next will be the cleanup hitter, Kyle Teal. White Sox making a move for pinch hitter, Edgar Carroll. drive, base hit. So he gets on base and keeps it going.
Up next for the White Sox, the third baseman.
Now the third baseman, Chase Mydron. Ground ball left side.
That's a foul ball.
And that's just foul. The 0-1. And a strike in there.
Now he's really working that inside corner with the cutter. I'll tell you what, I hated that pitch. So tough to get the barrel to and to keep it fair.
Here's the 0-2. There's a line drive to left field. Reaching for it, makes the catch. 2 homers in the inning lead to 3 runs. Last chance to even things up. We head to the bottom of inning number 10. It's the White Sox 6 and the Brewers 3. This is the World Series on the show. Back here in extras, and a new pitcher on the mound in the bottom half of the inning, Jordan Leisure. Bryce Terang up now for the Brewers.
The second baseman,
Base hit, and a good start to the inning.
Waste no time there. Nice job of driving that pitch the other way on a line. You know, hitters, they take so many reps in the cages working on going to the opposite field, and it doesn't always translate into the game, but right there it did, and he did it perfectly.
Chorio stands in now and watches strike 1.
Well, the leadoff man gets on. You want to minimize the threat by playing sound defense. Hopefully the pitcher can get a ball on the ground and they can roll him up for 2. This is one of those situations the infielders have to pre-plan and understand that the ball's got to be hit extremely hard right at them if they're going to have a chance to go for a double play.
The 0-2. Knocks that one away, and we'll do it again. The White Sox trying to close out a 3-run lead here in Game 5 of the World Series. Swing and a miss for the strikeout. The high heat, too much on that one.
It gets talked about a lot, but a good high fastball in a 2-strike situation, it's just become such a problem for hitters in more recent years. But with all of the emphasis by pitchers on developing that spin rate, having a good grip on the baseball, those high fastballs, they kind of look like to the hitter that they're rising, even though they're not, but they're not decreasing in velocity and spin rate. So very difficult to get the barrel on.
No.
Foul ball there. Hit hard to the ground and up the middle, base hit. Around second, on his way to third. Throw comes into third, and they're at the corners with only 1 out.
Smash that one through the infield for the knock. When it's hit that hard, it makes it very tough on the infielders to make any sort of play. Really important at bat coming up now.
Next is the now the White Sox manager is out of the dugout and will make a move to the pen. New pitcher for the White Sox, Chris Murphy.
Chris Murphy.
That's
Ball.
off the mark, and that's ball one. Tying run at the plate, and that is out of play.
A little tardy on that fastball. Is going to have to get it going a little quicker. Get that front foot down.
Breaking
Inside,
ball
ball two.
inside. 2-1.
Good spot for the hitter. Definitely has the advantage in this count with runners on. Look for him to be aggressive on this next pitch.
And that drops in for a strike.
I think ultimately you want to tie him up, get the ball in on the plate so that he can't get the barrel to it and hit it to the outfield.
Foul ball, another 2-2 upcoming. The tying run at the plate. Fights it off, you'll see another. Called out on strikes. Just one out remaining for the Brewers.
Well, he's going to have some thinking to do when he leaves the ballpark after this one. That was his third strikeout, and this one looking, obviously, so he's been a little overmatched. He's got to find a way just to be more competitive up there at the plate.
So they're down to their final out. And here's the first baseman,
inside.
Jake Bowers. Two on, 2 outs. Breaking
Time,
ball, and
hit
that
him.
got him.
First base.
The batter, number 3, shortstop, Joey.
So digging in, Joey Ortiz.
He's been such a good hitter. Runners in scoring position. Some guys just take it to another level. For him right now at the plate, it's like
T-Rod.
everyone else is in slow motion and he's in full speed.
So they're all loaded up. Ripped, but it curls foul. Murphy is just one strike away.
Definitely got the hitter conscious of the pitch inside. Really think the outer half is open.
Way high with that one. And the count is even, 2-2.
Ball
Upstairs. Ball 4, and a run comes in to score.
He's really gotten himself into a mess out there and now forces home a run with the wall. This inning's definitely getting away from him.
Next for the Brewers, Blake Perkins. Now the White Sox manager is out of the dugout and will make a move to the pen. White Sox going with a new arm, Jonathan Cannon.
Well, no margin for error in terms of throwing strikes with the bases loaded. Just has to execute one pitch at a time to try to get out of this.
And that's through there for a strike. 0-1.
He is going to sleep well tonight if his team can come through with the win.
The White Sox trying to close out a 2-run lead, and here in extra innings.
And a bat like this is almost over as it begins. In this situation, you have no idea what the next pitch is going to be. You just got to hope that you can make contact.
Gets a piece and stays alive. The 0-2 stays alive. So the tying run at second. Foul ball, still 0-2. Got him, and that's the ball game.
this team needs is one more win. But when you're playing in the postseason, it's not just a win of a game. It's a win of an inning. It's a win of an at-bat. It's a win of a pitch count. And that's what they're going to need to do in the next game to take the series.
So it took extras, but here's how the numbers shake out from this one.
Well, they couldn't settle this one in 9, but who doesn't love some extra inning baseball in the postseason?
And this one ends with a final score of 6-4. For Chris Singleton and our entire outstanding crew here at MLB The Show, I'm John Shambi saying so long